Really sweet. And I'm Josh. Welcome back to the Windmill. Okay, so if you've seen our previous interactions with the Lorne, you know we have serious reasons to be scared. Especially when the new song is called Sun/Eater. Astrological body ingestion. Yes, and because we're a bunch of filthy capitalists, we're of course gonna jump on the hype train. Like probably everyone on YouTube right now. Okay, this reminds me of a song called Cosmos Eater from Star Train. It's like, they were trying to eat up the entire cosmos. As far as I'm concerned, they succeeded, and Lorna Shore is probably even more brutal, so I have absolutely no concern that they will absolutely tear apart the sun. I hope it's not gonna get dark when this is over. Are you ready? No. This. Okay, we gotta talk about this. So, oh my god, it's so intense. Okay, the first things that I'm noticing is that they learned a few things with And I Return to Nothingness, which is just how much they can capitalize on uplifting stuff. Yeah, so it sounds brighter again, and they have lights behind them instead of flames like they had with To the Hellfire. I loved that part in the intro where first we had the orchestral build-up with the violins, which was so tragic. Then they went into the blasting, and then that went for a short bit and then suddenly dipped again. That was a really cool dynamic. Yeah, it did to make way for the vocals. Yes, that was so cool. It's like they're giving a short introduction of the tone to the song, and then they're making way for the star to walk on stage. Yes. Also, that intro sounded like Ancient Bards. Like what? Ancient Bards. Say that full sentence again. That intro sounded like Ancient Bards.
Every day I fight to stay in the light. I enjoy the darkness 'cause it shows me the stars.
I don't agree, by the way. Okay. Alright. We got it. Oh. So. Wow. That sounds to me like a combination of the Abyss and I Return to Nothingness. And hey. It's got... Okay, because I'm a bad person, let's start with the only gripe. Okay. They're starting to develop a formula. It was the case with Immortal and To the Hellfire, as is with this one, that the song has this sort of evolution. Orchestral intro, blast beat parts, a breakdown with some cool polyrhythms in it, go back into blasting stuff, solo, and then into the filth at the end. Yeah. That's not overused yet. You can use that for 3 lead singles, but don't go stay. But it was so well executed, man. And I love the way they fuse polyrhythms into the sort of breakdowns, and how when they're going at it fast with the blast beat stuff, they can infuse these slamming sort of... Yes! Yes, so the slamming, that was actually, I think, one of the most vocally intense,
Mm-hmm.
and one of the most rhythmic parts of the song,
Mm-hmm.
when the blasting was still going on at that hyperspeed pace, but the slamming riff went into that slight chopped apart rhythm, and the vocals were going at the same pace with it.
Mm-hmm.
And at that point, I felt he was almost doing like the Ben Dewar kind of thing, pronunciation-wise.
Yes.
Going on that really accentuated, really fast sort of yelling.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that too. I like how Will knows to soar over the blast beats and how to chug along with the chugs.
Yes. Okay. First things first, right off the bat and throughout the entire song, this is the most orchestrally driven Lorna Shore song I've heard. And it's not just because it has a lot of orchestration, but it's produced differently.
Mm-hmm.
It has that effect where the whole metal band is more muffled and it kind of sinks into the orchestral texture rather than being in the forefront and supported slightly by the orchestral.
So if we agree that the orchestral is hell, it's like they're sinking into hell.
Yeah, but I think they're rather sinking into the sun.
Uh-huh.
And it's really cool kind of how they merged it with the cosmic motif because it still has that slightly demonic touch in a way and evil, but it also has like an astral aura.
Yes.
Something like that.
Okay. I love that about And I Return to Nothingness, the full EP as well, where I think Lorna Shore have a way of articulating this sort of descend into the inferno to rise from the abyss again sort of vibe. And that was actually the concept of that EP. Someone in the comments told us, and then I went and articulated that pretty well because it was amazing. And I get a lot of that vibe with this song too. It's like you need a little bit of evil.
Okay. Now when we look at the breakdown, the big one,
Yes.
it was, I can't say it was more or less shock factor than To the Hellfire at this point, but it wasn't the same thing.
Yes.
Because it was more doomy. To the Hellfire was more savage, it was more explosive, this was more evil.
Mm-hmm.
It was like you're being sucked down into hell.
Yes. Yeah, I feel like they didn't try to just push it to another level of extreme every time. They just tried to, take what they've already shown that they're good at and give it a different edge.
Yeah.
And they've done that very well with that breakdown. So, okay, I'm done with this band.
Yeah, I think every time they get more mature in songwriting, they get more ridiculous in breakdowns just to be able to maintain the same image of absurdity.
Yes.
And it works.
Yeah.
And it gets better.
Yes.
So if you enjoyed this video, we really appreciate the likes and shares. And if you want more, don't forget to subscribe with bells on.
Thank you very much for coming back. We hope you enjoyed yesterday, and we'd love to see you back at the Windmill very soon.
Props to that.